Hi guys, this is Mary. I'm so glad you could stop by Cardz TV today. We're going to do card number 5 in the Fun Card Fold series, and today we'll be making a twisted easel card. I've never done but 2 of these before, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I can remember how to do this. We'll be using Paper Doll Dress Up, Elegant Edges, and 2 of my Cardz TV stamp sets. This is going to be a Halloween card. From More Spooky Sayings, we'll be using Boo. And from my brand new stamp set called Trick or Treat, we'll be using Happy Halloween and Have You Been Booed? I think that's cute. Let me take you real quickly through this. We've got candy corn right here that you can stamp and cut out and color, or you can stamp it on colored cardstock and do some paper piecing. Then we have Something Wicked, This Way Comes, Shake, Rattle, and Roll. That's for those skeleton cards. Happy Halloween, Bone Chilling, You Put a Spell on Me, Have You Been Booed, Trick or Treat, Smell My Feet, You're Fantastic, Witch You Were Here, Mischief and Mayhem, You're a Ghoul's Best Friend, and The Ghosts Are Gonna Get You If You Don't Watch Out. I think this is a really fun set. So I'll get this out of the way and we'll get started on our twisted easel card. To make this twisted easel card, we'll need a piece of cardstock that's been cut at 4 1/4 by 9 3/4, and for the front of the card, and this is going to be turned this way, this needs to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and we're going to go ahead and work on the front of our card first. Now from Elegant Edges, let's see, what page was that? Page 51. I cut a mat for my little images, and this paper is from Graphic 45 Steampunk Spells, and I really like it. It's got an orange background and then black stripes with those gold lines going through there. Kind of looks like witches' stockings. Very cute. So I went ahead and cut this shape out from page 51, and this shape is called Butterfly 2. I cut the oblong right there at 5 inches. And I had these really kind of spooky looking, I think, black brads. They have a finish to them. They're not exactly shiny, but I just love the finish of them. So I went ahead and put 3 down here in the bottom corner, and I'm going to attach this to my card front. Okay, I wanted to go ahead and get this attached before I attach it to the base of the card because of these brads. But we're going to put this aside right now and work on the base of our twisted easel card. And this is 4 1/4 by 9 3/4, and we're going to score this at 5 1/2 inches. And we'll go ahead and get that folded. Now we've got our fold line right here at 5 1/2, and I've lined up that fold line right there with this channel, and I've come down diagonally and lined up the point of the card in that same channel, and we're just going to score this diagonally from the fold line all the way down to this point. And now we're going to fold this down diagonally so that this edge meets the fold line. And if you haven't got a good diagonal score line, you can kind of adjust it right here. Looks like mine's okay. And this is going to form the base of your easel card, your twisted easel, just like this. Now I'm putting adhesive just in that triangle that we formed with that diagonal fold. Can you see that? What you want to do is take let's see, this is the front of my card. So I'm going to take the lower left-hand corner and line it up right there on that fold line all the way down, and then press it down on that adhesive. And now we have the base of our twisted easel card. It just stands up just like that. Now I want to cover the inside of my card as well. So I've cut another piece of that Steampunk Spells cardstock, and I cut this at 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I'm going to take my ATG gun and get that adhered right there to the inside. And then when it's open, it's got a nice finished look to it. Now we want to go ahead and finish embellishing the front of our card. And for that, I used Paper Doll Dress Up. And I cut out the ghost, the mummy, and I don't know what this little thing is. This little green fuzzy thing with kind of like antlers on his head. But I cut him out as well. And I cut all these at 2 1/2 inches. Now first you want to cut their little bodies out. And you can use whatever color you'd like. But because you won't be seeing their face, I just used blackout. Now for the ghost, here's the cute little ghost. I just used a little skin tone colored body, and I've got these on 1 thickness of foam tape. But you can see I did the body. Then on blackout, I cut a black layer to show through for the eyes, and then I did the white layer. And for the little green fuzzy thing, I cut a gray body for it, and also a black background on blackout to show through for the eyes for that, and then the green. And for this cute little mummy, I love him. Now I cut the front of him out of light gray, and then I took some Memento London Fog ink and highlighted all the little wrappings so that you can see where they all go around him to make him into a mummy. I think he's really cute. Now for him, I just cut a black body and the gray that goes on the front. And all these were cut, including the bodies, at 2 1/2 inches. They're all on 1 thickness of foam tape. And I think we're going to put the green one over here. And then the ghost. And then the mummy. And let's see, I'm going to put the hands of these two behind the ghost. I love that little ghost. And let's scoot them up just a little bit. So we want to leave room for our sentiment. And I used the sentiment from my new stamp set, Trick or Treat. Have you been booed? And I've just got this on some white cardstock. I stamped it with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. It's on 1 thickness of foam tape, and I just trimmed that out, and that's going to go right down there. I'm probably going to move them up just a little bit more so they won't crowd that sentiment. Now I'm going to get this all adhered down, and then we're going to work on the inside of the card because we've got to make a stop that will hold our card open. I think that is just so cute. Now for the inside and our stop, I want to have this edge of my card line up with this edge when it's opened. So here's my stop. Now I cut some black cardstock at 2 inches by 3 inches. Then I cut some white cardstock at 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. And I've used the Trick or Treat cartridge to stamp Happy Halloween right in the middle. And then I used Boo from the More Spooky Saying stamp set. And I've stamped this with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. And see, that makes sense. Have you been booed? Boo, boo, boo. I think that's really cute. I left this corner of my stop blank so that I've got room to put my name. I've got this on 1 thickness of foam tape. I'm going to take the backing off and then open up my twisted easel card and get it lined up right where I want it. and hold it there with one hand, and then put this down with the other, and that way I know it's going to be exactly where I want it. Okay, so I'm going to open it up and get that edge lined up right there, and then get my stop right about here and press that down. And there is our twisted easel card. And I'll have a photograph at the end so you can get a better look at this. Thanks so much for coming by today. I hope you had a good time. I'll see you again soon. Bye now.